Hello, my name's Barbara. I'm also known as Auntie Barb at Fantastic Cats Cat Grooming in Boronia, Melbourne. This is Brimley. We're going to have a bath today because Brimley's going off to a foster home today. I'm just going to see if I can give him a nice little bath. He's a Persian cat and they do get a bit mucky. Persians should be bathed regularly, whether they're show cats or not, because their fur does get very clumpy. So the best thing you can do is give them a bath every 6 or 8 weeks, more if you want to. Most cats are pretty okay with it. I think he'll be fine. This is a home situation, so it's different to how I would do it at the salon. What I've done is I've put a towel at the bottom of my laundry sink so that he won't get caught in the plug hole. I've got a bucket of water, which has got warm water in it. I've got something to bail the water over him. You can of course use the tap, but that could be quite scary. So unless you've got a shower attachment, then I would say just bail the water over the cat and then shampoo them. I may use the running water when I'm rinsing at the end. So today I'm going to be using the Petway cat shampoo, which is an excellent degreasing cat shampoo. I've made it up into a solution already, just a couple of squeezes of the shampoo in about that much water, up to about there. So it's handy if you've already pre-diluted the water, as sometimes it's hard to get a lather up if you're just trying to use the shampoo direct. So I'm going to have the top off of that ready to go. Everything needs to be ready to go when you're doing a cat. You don't know how long you've got with them. I've got a spare towel here just for whatever. I've got some spare water on the floor. I've got a nice towel for him to sit on, and this is our drying towel over here. So I'm going to take off his collar, which I should have done before. All right, so I'm going to see how he goes. His face is quite mucky today. He hasn't been washed for a couple of weeks because he actually had his eyes cleared up at the vets, but he's just starting to get a little bit of muckiness there. He's also, like most Persians, quite a messy eater with the flat face. They push their food around the plates all the time and often get splashes and whatever into their face. So with no further ado, we're just going to get into him. I'm sorry about the weird angle. I'm in my laundry at home and this is the best way I can show you the cat in the bath. So I'm going to stand him in the sink, which has the plug out. Stay there, Brimley. All right, come here. Oops. Oh, where are we? Okay, so I've just changed the angle a little bit. So I've just got a bucket of water and just a container. Pour it down the cat. So I'm just going to get him nice and wet. Good boy. That's the way. Paws wet. If you've made up a pre-solution of your shampoo, you don't have to get the cat entirely soaked because the water is already in the shampoo. Okay. Oh, here we go. Stay there. Always protect the eyes when you're going over the head with anything. Just pop your hand over the front. It's not your favourite thing, is it? Hey? All right, just going to pop some on your feet. There we go. All right, so with that, we're going to put some water and some shampoo on here. Just rub it in. If you find there's not enough lather, you can always add some direct shampoo. But, oops. Okay, good boy. Stand. Main thing I'm interested in is getting his feet clean. Oops, sorry. Get his feet clean. Get right in there with your hands into the paws. That's where obviously they're digging in their litter and getting all mucky. Stay there, Brim. Good boy. Pop that over there. Hey, what a good boy. What a good boy you are. Hey, all right, come here. Let's get your back feet. That's all right, you can stand up on the towel if you want. All right, stay there. Back in. Good boy. I'm pouring that over his feet in the sink. On his bottom, he gets a bit of a mucky bottom as well. So make sure that smells nice for his new home. All right, I'm going to pop some of that over your head. Here we go. All right, I know. Steady, steady. Whoop. Steady, steady, steady. Good boy. Oh, what a good boy. Just a little bit down the eyes where it's getting mucky. Hey, what a good boy. So always nice and gentle. Put that in the feet. Now if I was doing this at the salon, I would give him a double wash. Today I'm just going to give him a wash and rinse, partly because it's not the best situation. If you've got a double sink in the kitchen, it's sometimes easier to put water in one sink and wash him in the other one. You've got the draining board to stand him on to do all this instead of standing him in a bowl, which he may find a little unusual and distressing. But he's okay. He's not in any harm, are you? Hey, we're not having any harm, no. Okay, so I'm just once again squishing it through his paws, squishing it, whoops, under his belly. Make sure we got soap all over. All right, that's the way. Good boy. Just use up the last of that shampoo on your belly. Come here. So if you hold him under his paws like that, under his arms, yeah, pull the rest of that down the inside. Okay, give it a good rub. Okay, so I probably didn't make that solution quite as strong as I'd like, so I'm going to put a little bit of extra cat shampoo just direct. Just give him a really good rinse on top. When when Ridley came into care, into the rescue, he was severely matted, and so we had to shave him. So we're hoping he grows out to a nice thick Persian coat. Hey, don't we? Just rub that all through. Okay, and he's now ready for a rinse, so we're going to do that. I may move the camera. Okay, so here we are, still in the sink. Just going to gently pour this over, push all the shampoo off. It's very important that you get all the shampoo off, which is why I may have to use some extra water. The more you've got on hand, the better. But yep, just going to push that starting at the head, the front feet. You'll feel it's clean when it feels kind of squeaky, when just like your own hair. So use your own hair as a guide when you wash your hair. You know that feeling when all the shampoo is out. Okay, let's just get that off of there. So just every now and then check the sink isn't forming too much water. So I'm going to pop him up there. Let some water go. Oops, yes. Okay, all right, we'll stand back on the towel. Good boy. You are being such a good boy. In we go. Stand. Good boy. All right, bit more water. All right, good boy. As you see, cats really don't mind being bathed. People get all worried about me giving cats baths. It is a total myth that cats don't like baths. Cats don't like being stood in water is what they don't like. I'm not saying all cats. I've certainly got cats that resist a little, but they don't usually go mental. So don't hesitate to give it a try. Some people do it in their shower. I find that personally very dangerous. But if that's where you've got control of your cat, then by all means do it in the shower. You'd still need to have your bits and pieces ready to go, and yeah, make sure that you are thoroughly washing and rinsing the cat. Hey, you are such a good boy. Okay, if they struggle a little, you can scruff behind the neck. You can just hold them here. See, he doesn't mind that. It's just behind the shoulders here. Grab as much hair as you can. Obviously, he hasn't got much hair, so I'm reluctant to do it when there's only skin there. But he doesn't need it anyway. He's not really struggling. He's just wants to get out and get dry. All right, I'm just going to run that over his face through my fingers so I can get that soap off his face where I did that. Oops, did we knock that over? That's all right. Let's get some from down there. Here we go. So I've got a bigger container on the floor. I'm just using that as a reservoir to really make sure all that soap's out of his feet. Okay, my love. There we go. You are being such a good kitten. Okay, we're going to do a little bit under your belly there. Okay. There we go. Yep. So if you're not able to get to your groomer, those of us in lockdown in Melbourne at the moment, this is something that's a bit of a problem. People can't get their regular grooming done, and recommend, especially with cats that have issues like thick hair, ragdolls, Persians, Himalayans, chinchillas, all of these, but even just your regular short-haired moggies. I do a lot of regular baths on moggies who molt a lot, causing them to have hairballs and drop hair all over the house, of course, but more it's for the health of the cat that we like to keep them clean. They are very greasy animals. They have a greasy hair, and just by washing regularly, like our own hair, yes, just like our hair, it's good to wash it regularly. And we usually recommend wash, rinse, repeat. So I'm just going to turn this off while I finish rinsing him off, and then we'll just give him a quick dry with a towel. So just a small note of interest, I just realised doing that extra rinse that he doesn't like me coming over the top of his head with the water, but he doesn't mind me going from the front. So if you go from the front, as you can see, he's not resisting at all. So a lot has to do with how you actually hold the cat, and that's why professional cat groomers are professional cat groomers, because we know lots of different ways of doing things. There's no one size fits all. So that's just a little side by side. Back in a sec. Okay, so we are now out of the sink and onto the drying towel. I've just got my spare towel here because it's smaller and might be better for him. So all I'm doing is just giving him a nice brush down with the towel. You don't want to be like scrunching him up at all, otherwise you might mat the hair, especially if the hair's longer. But we are just basically squishing through with the towel. Make sure on this little face, get around the chin area and the mouth. If there's any debris there you need to wipe away, then you can do that now. Oops, come here, you're sitting on my towel. Here we go. So we can just come down gently between the eyes, get that all dry. If you have missed any scraps of shampoo, then this should wipe them away, but hopefully you've rinsed off all the shampoo, so it's not going to be hanging around in his fur causing problems. So just do this as long as you have to. If you do have a dryer, then by all means use a dryer, either a gentle pet dryer, or you can use your hair dryer on a non-heat setting. But if you don't want to do that, or you're happy for them just to dry naturally around the house, but they will be quite wet, then you could just towel them off as much as possible and leave them in a set place with some towels to dry naturally. Stay there. Whoop. Okay, I've just gone to get my hairdryer so I can give him a bit of a dry. Before I do that, I'm going to wrap him in the towel a little bit. Just going to pop that, oops, pop that over his front feet, wrap that over the top, tuck it under, and wrap this one over the top. This way I've got access to his rear end without him running away. He can leech dry over here. He's actually not too scared of the dryer, I don't think, but it does control them. If you have a cat that wants to wander, you can burrito wrap them like that. So just turn that one over here. Keep okay. So this is just on the cool style setting. And if he's not scared of the dry, just bring the towel up. Get the bottom of his feet dry. Sorry, not a very good angle, so oops. Let's bring you up here. There we go. All right. So rub your fingers through the feet, through the hair when you're drying. It's not so much about doing this. This doesn't do a lot. This does a lot. If you can have the dryer even standing. If you can have the dryer, just somebody else holding it while you're rubbing the feet, rubbing the hair, you will find it goes faster. So I will come back when I've finished drying him. So he's about 90% dry now. Took about 10 minutes. What I've got now is my slicker brush, which is the one with the little pins on. I usually have a smaller one than this for a cat, but this is all I've got at home. So just by brushing out all around the furry bits, even if they're not 100% dry, it will just separate the hair so it dries more easily. The cat will start grooming itself as soon as you finish, no doubt. So just going to do that on all the feet. The feet, the head and the tail are the fluffy bits when you've had a line cut, but obviously you would do it all through here as well if you had a full coat of hair. So yeah, that's all there is really to washing your cat at home. Hopefully that'll help some of you who are stuck in lockdown or have been stuck in lockdown or just want to try it at home anyway. Yeah, this is Brimley and me saying, I'm a clean cat. Hang on, let's push that back. There we go. Show your eyes, Brimley. All right, so he's such a good boy. Me, aren't you? Yes, I am. Okay, he doesn't mind a bath at all, and neither should your cat. Thanks for watching. This is Barbara at Fantastic Cats in Melbourne, Australia, and just saying happy cat grooming. Bye.